Hello YouTube, welcome to this 5th episode of Rome Total War, and we have recently captured the city of Parolissum, although I fear that there may be a rebellion here sooner or later. Let's just up the recruitment efforts so that we don't have to worry about a rebellion. The Dacians are trying to take back Campus, Lazygus, and we've got around like 5 cavalry troops in there that can stop their advance, but we will ambush them with this force instead. These rebels are also a worrisome presence in the region. Got taken over. Need to retrain the garrison. Bringing in 3rd Army for the Spanish conquest. And what else? Once we've retrained our navy here, we can send a navy up north and launch our invasion of Britannia as well. We failed to take Bodeschlum because I automatically resolved the battle. It did not really go as I had expected that it would. So we will have to regroup and attack again. Perhaps take out this army before we attack the city itself. And we are planning to attack another Germanic town. So in this episode my goal will be to knock out the Dacians, Germans and the Gauls from the game altogether. And perhaps even launch a naval based operation against Britannia.
Can I be of service? I shall speak.
Let's see if they can be bribed. No, we need more money for that. And turn for now. So we've moved quite swiftly, in fact much more swiftly than our counterparts in the house of Scipii and Brutii. And this force of ours has been ambushed by a large Gallic army, perhaps the largest that I've faced so far in the game. We may have to retreat, but let's try and hold our ground against them. Perhaps we may win after all.
Await my orders.
I think this is as good a battleground as any. Let's put these mercenaries here and step up the Hastati here. Perfect. Because the barbarian mercenaries are more likely to rout, so I want that there. I've got this cavalry contingent here. Let's hide it, perhaps, as a surprise to the enemy. This cavalry contingent to back up this flank, whereas the general will back up our center. We're going to let the Gauls come to us. They are sending their cavalry forward first. Let them send their cavalry. That's not a problem. All of their cavalry contingents coming this way. This cavalry unit on the route. Yes, excellent. We've sent the cavalry on the run. Excellent. Let me just pause and ask my Hastati to maintain their cohesion. I want them back in their line, because maintaining this line would be key to victory here. Retreat. We have routed their cavalry force. That is excellent. I want them to come forward and attack me, and then I will spring my traps and my cavalry around them. Okay, the fighting has begun on the left flank, and here comes my surprise. Excellent. The general come forward, perhaps kill the general as well prematurely. Is that warlord heavy cavalry? I want you to take the rear here. We need to hold our line. If we lose cohesion, we not win. Let's assist this here. General's bodyguard in the center. And we can fight this unit here. Perfect opportunity to sandwich the enemy's forces on the left flank. The general has been unable to relieve their forces. Attacking my center. We will now... Okay, so their left flank has routed altogether. Let's go and take out their units. Perfect. Most of their army is on the retreat. Let's go and take them out. Double team on them. Double team on them. Perfect. This is a route for the Gauls. Only a couple of units remain to carry on the fight. We don't really care much for them. We want to do as much damage as possible. They're retreating. It's very obvious they're retreating. With whatever forces that they have. So with whatever forces they have, they're managing to muster up a fight. It's pretty much futile at this point. Equites, take out these skirmishers. Easy pickings. I just want to maximize the damage that I can do upon the Gauls before they retreat, which they will. So this has been a disastrous battle for the Gauls.
The enemy's hearts are full of fear,
utterly
and now they
crushed
flee.
them. Let's take out this unit as well here. Perfect. So they have around less than 200 men remaining after this battle. We, on the other hand, sustained only minimal losses. It was because we were able to maintain our cohesion, our flanks. We did not allow them to encircle us. The battle went very well. We can agree on a ceasefire, but nothing more than that. Okay, good. Let me see. Flash flood. Where? Illyria. We don't have any settlements there though. But our allies do.
General!
Let's see if we can get another cavalry unit. Perfect. Now is the moment of truth. We will engage the Dacians outside the walls of their former capital. And with this victory we can then, if we win here, we further march onwards and take out the last settlement that they have. It all began with them attacking me for one of my settlements that I had recently conquered, and now it has gone very differently. I want these heavy cavalry troops on the flanks, my general in the center, place it a bit behind. Let's see if the Dacians want to come to us.
The reinforcements are here. Send them to fight.
I really ought to wait for the reinforcements, but if the Dacians are eager for a battle, we'll give it to them. Speed it up a bit. My reinforcements are coming from here. That's a fairly decent army. It would have been well for them to attack us now. Or in fact, the best thing for them would have been to retreat and ask for a ceasefire, and perhaps I would have given them one. Okay, so the reinforcements are heading towards their line. We send our major forces ahead as well. I've sped it up 3 times because I want to make it quick. This heavy cavalry intensive army is going to make all difference in this engagement. We're going to punch gaps through the enemy's lines. And charge! Perfect. The enemy is already engaged with other cavalry troops, and on top of them we have thrown our own. So they were able to rout the initial charging force. It's understandable, mostly spearmen, but we didn't.
The enemy general is running away. This is
I
no
want the
way
general
for a
dead.
leader
I
to
want the general
behave,
dead.
But in battle, it's beyond belief.
Perfect. Now you may be wondering, why did I do this
The
in such a
enemy show
gruesome
their
fashion?
true
I mean,
virtue.
why
They are not
send
soldiers, only frightened
cavalry
rabbits running
rushing
from
at
our men.
a wall of spears, per se? Well, it's practical. It's the more practical thing to do in such a scenario, because we don't have a very quality infantry here. We only have a couple of Hastades, I guess 1 or 2 Hastades at best, and mercenary troops. And I guess they're better left managing the city with their bigger numbers, because the infantry units have more troops in them. Wherever you can find kills, do it. Take this one out as well. This one out as well. I just want to utterly vanquish the enemies. Perfect.
This is a heroic.
So they were only able to kill 78 soldiers, whereas we annihilated this army of around 700. They could have mounted a fierce resistance in that little town of theirs that will very soon come under attack from me. Do we have the ability to retrain? We do.
Orders.
Garrison here, and I want retraining, not recruitment. Perfect. This city is losing a lot of morale right now. The people are really not taking well to our occupation. Possible rioting is imminent, but let's just try and hold it together for a while. Just one more turn, we'll have the arena. We can then spend some money to make them happy. The next turn, we will embark on another daring attack against the Dacian capital, but in the way we also have 2 Germanic towns. No, it's not in the way. It will be more practical to march directly to Dacian towns.
General. Attack.
Okay, I was not expecting such a huge Germanic army here. Let me hire mercenaries
General.
to evenly match the numbers,
Sir. General.
and I am
General.
bringing in
Orders.
a
Sir.
fresh contingent
Forward.
to reinforce my forces
Sir.
here.
Orders.
Let's put
Prepare for
Bordersturm
battle.
under
Besieging
siege
settlements,
here,
sir. Settlement under siege, sir.
and okay, morale once again down. We've got a problem now. I didn't notice. Sorry, I forgot about the problem with morale here. We
General.
cannot undo the damage now. Let me just recruit as many troops as I can in the region. In fact, let's make them useful. Yes, let's make them useful at least. If this city rebels, we will have to come down and exterminate the population. But I have to secure my field armies, of course. Without them, we're pretty much lost. Borderslom is going to surrender in 4 turns. Let's leave it at that. Okay, we don't have to rush in and take control of the city by force. We can wait 4 turns. I don't want to repeat what happened in the previous turn. Financial situation seems okay for now. I am more worried about my frontier forces than about anything else. Let me retrain these forces as well. Have we been able to... Yes, we've been able to retrain some of them fully. Low tax rates. We can hold Carthago Nova for now.
General,
Let's move in.
march!
Gallic port under
General.
blockade now.
Attack!
A Carthaginian army
Prepare for
stands
battle.
in my way.
Victory! Out of move,
Taken
sir.
out. I guess once we take this city, the Gauls will be no more. They will be gone for good, but I don't want to destroy these cities here. I need technologically advanced cities. I cannot just go on butchering populations wherever I come across any resistance. I need a decent population to be able to maintain my imperial ambitions and everything in the region. Group. We can let go of these later on. Construction projects underway. We can construct a couple things here. Just the markets then. Yes, the frontier forces are busy as ever. And turn. Camp Lazigus is secure. The Dacians are nowhere to be seen. Okay, so they brought this reinforcement from here. And now they're planning to push me back once more. If we win here, that would be another major blow to the Germanic people.
This morning,
And we can then go on and exterminate the population here to make sure that there are no more rebellions we have to quell. Let's put our infantry line forward.
Town watch. Town watch.
Okay. A decent infantry line here. What about the cavalry? We keep barbarian cavalry here with us,
move out!
whereas this cavalry can stay hidden in the forest until we need them.
The enemy have brought up more men.
Okay, they've brought some soldiers from that area as well. What do they bring from up there? I'm not sure. This cavalry might be compromised if they march. Yes, it will be. Let's retreat. I don't want to be the one getting caught into a surprise attack. Let's organize a line like this so we can face an attack on 2 fronts. We have a meager force of skirmishers ahead of us. Let's go and take them out first. No spearmen in sight, at least none that can do any sizable damage to us.
Great gods be
Screeching
praised.
women killed.
The enemy general is killed.
So first
Fear makes a
wave
home in
of
our
the
enemy's
forces
hearts.
is doomed. Now I want range cavalry like this, and generous cavalry in the rear. Let me just normalize the speed here.
Mercenaries!
go. Let's engage their infantry with our infantry troops, and then we can surround them with our cavalry later on. As soon as we take this unit of peasants. Their spear militia are formidable. These were obviously the units that forced us to retreat the previous time, the last time. I will not make that mistake again. Now I have surrounded them and I'm going to slaughter without mercy.
The enemy general.
Perfect.
Great gods be praised. The
It's
enemy
pretty much a
general is
bloodbath
killed.
now.
The enemy
No
show their
point,
true virtue. They are
giving
not
any respite
soldiers,
to the
only
troops.
frightened rabbits
Go
running
and kill
from our
them
men.
all. Unit of peasants, there is no more. Cutting down the troops in retreat. There is one more unit. There is one more unit that we need to attack. Where is it? There is one more unit here. Yes, there it is. Perfect. I don't want to leave anyone behind. Kill everyone. We need to ensure complete
All
victory.
Rome will be amazed at such a victory. The day is.
So, yes, nothing remains. We've taken the city,
Victory!
and as punishment, we will exterminate the population. The Britons have broken their ceasefire agreement with us. We will have to do something about that as well. Numantia is the one we are headed towards anyway.
Engage the enemy! Victory! Imperator, attack!
Can automatically resolve the battle.
Victory! Attack!
In the next turn, we're going to take out the last Gallic town. We have a sizable capacity to send forces up north.
Sir, General, forward!
Let's see, what can we do? No, go for cultural policy, something else.
Imperator, orders,
Keep these
leading
barbarian
the army.
peasants in there.
Onward! Out of
Let's
move,
see
sir.
how we can help them. Despite destruction and extermination, we have not been able to quell the rebellious nature of this settlement. Perhaps another extermination is in order.
General, sir, forward! General, attack!
There is another Germanic army in my way. We'll see what we can do about that later.
Orders,
This cavalry force,
orders, sir!
we can send this outside the city walls, can we?
Move out!
Yes, we can.
March!
Sending this cavalry to assist the other front. Dame is fine for now. We have a rebellion as anticipated in the city. Okay, so what about the games? Growth, build, policy, culture. Growth, build, policy. That is perfect. Let me just push these trainings back a bit further and retrain the troops first. The Scythians are allies to us. Now I will take
Orders,
my massive cavalry force
Imperator, sir!
up north
Onward!
to attack the last remaining Dacian town. Wait, where's the general?
General, onward! Merging armies, out of move, sir!
This is what remains of the Dacian. So pathetic, and this could have been all avoided. I had never even wanted to expand on this frontier yet. I wanted to take out the Gauls and the Spaniards
General,
first, and then worry about this frontier. So to think that all of this could have been avoided is just so depressing. For the Chians, of course. Now that we can afford to construct stuff, let's do it. We don't need any military buildings, but we do need these economic ones. Let's say, wait, are we constructing blacksmith? We need blacksmith here. There is no imminent war to be worried of here. Borushlom seems under control for now. The thing for us to do is to attack this Germanic force here.
Engage the enemy.
Another major Germanic force, not a major force per se, but a sizable force that we would normally be wary of, but not in this scenario because we outnumber the enemy and we have better troops with better morale and pretty much everything is better. This is all that remains of what was once a very mighty juggernaut. Are they trying to redeploy him? Let me send my cavalry archers first. A novel addition to my ranks. These are barbarian cavalry archers, Scythian mercenaries technically, and what they do is they pretty much, if you've watched my Egyptian long campaign walkthrough for medieval to total war, these are missile cavalry. So they act pretty much like archers, attack from range, don't get in, don't get too close, but they are much more mobile. You cannot just counter them with a cavalry charge as you would for the velites or for the archers, regular archers. Instead, they can do much more damage. Encirclement ability. Send my velites forward as well to harass the enemy. These are 4 spearmen. Now, in the field, these spearmen, since we outnumber them so much, won't really be much of a bother for us. But had we decided to attack them, to take one of their settlements, these spearmen could have made a huge difference in terms of how the battle went on. Cavalry on the flanks, general behind the enemy's line, behind our own line. Let's just harass them a bit, throw spears. The redeploying is not really going to help them. Barbarian warlord, is that a warlord? Warlord, killed, it's a family member. Albeit not important enough to be commanding an army of this size. I mean, this is impressive, right? Let's get our infantry to run and meet the enemy in battle. Okay, so they're redeployed. I get it now. They're redeployed to force us into this crisscross type formation. Let's take out the skirmishers. Let's take out these skirmishers here. have our general here. We can take out their general's bodyguard. Perfect. We've got the spearmen on the rear.
The enemy general
Classic-
flees. Press
classic
forward,
encirclement
so the spirit
tactics.
of his army is broken too.
The general is on the run. I don't really care at this point because we're going to destroy their faction altogether anyway. But I do want to destroy the spearmen. Spearmen are the primary target right now. Because these units can
The
make
enemy
it much
show
harder
their
for
true
me, as I've
virtue.
learned the
They are
hard
not
way.
soldiers, only
We can
frightened
make it much
rabbles
harder for
running
me
from our
to
men.
take one of their receptacles. Very good for defending against hordes of enemies, high morale and everything. Speed. The general managed to escape with his life.
Oh!
We did take some losses, sizable losses, around 10% more than that of our forces, but
Imperator,
that's
engage
okay.
the enemy. Besieging settlements, sir. Settlement under
In 4
siege,
turns,
sir.
the city is going to surrender, but I think I have the numbers now, not to
Imperator,
worry about
engage the enemy.
casualties that much. Let's maintain
Settlement
siege,
under siege, sir.
regroup my troops.
Imperator, sir. Sir. Orders. Orders. Orders.
Perfect. Let's hire some usable troops we can send to the frontier to assist our conquest, total conquest of the Gauls. The next turn, we're going to be at the gates of this last Gallic town. We're also preparing for a counterattack against this attack on our territory. Let's retrain the rest of our forces. We need a sizable
Ready
navy,
to sail.
perhaps something with a bit more potential to push past the enemy's lines. Cordoba is a large town in the area. We can send a scout unit. A small scout unit won't be much of a loss if it is killed. Let's just see what they have in Cordoba and then we can march on that city as well.
Orders.
The last Gallic town has been deprived of its trade abilities.
Orders. Sir.
Let's see what else. We may have to lose the city and then encircle the Brits. But that won't be a problem. We have a nearby town capable of spending a lot of resources on troops and whatnot. Let's improve all of our settlements here as well. Retrain troops here. Let's make an academy, improve the tax rates. An academy, crop rotation, forum, things that can improve our administration a bit. We will have around 13,000 something in our treasury the next turn. That's okay. I don't want to stretch my supply lines very thin when I attack the Romans here, because right now I only have these two cities that can produce quality troops, and perhaps these can produce good expertise. I need at least 4 military unit producing cities here when I march on Rome, which I inevitably will, and then of course the rest of Italy and Sicily. Let's take a look at we've lost 14 battles but won 100 battles, so that is a good achievement. We need 50 settlements in total. How many do we have? 27, so we are more than halfway there. More than halfway. And you can add to that 2 of these Germanic towns, this Dacian town, this Gallic town here, this Carthaginian town, so we're going to be fine at the end of this episode. What did the Brutii want? I'm just waiting for the Marian reforms for me to be able to unlock legionaries and superior troops, unlike the others that I have right now. Hastari, very monotonous type of troops. Just withdraw.
Fall back! No more moves, sir!
Okay, automatically resolve.
Disengage!
Not a problem with just a scout unit anyway.
Sir!
Moving
Prepare
ever so
for battle.
swiftly to the Dacian capital.
Prepare for battle!
There is another Germanic army in the rear.
Sir!
Why don't I leave 2 elites to take care of the city, whereas I deal with this Germanic army
Orders!
that I have not been able to see all this time?
Forward! Moves depleted, sir! General, march! Moves depleted, sir! Orders! Orders!
Let's see, we can hire more mercenaries. In 3 turns, the town is going to surrender. They don't seem to have built any siege equipment. What can we do here?
Sir! Prepare
Putting
for
the
battle!
last Gallic
Besieging
town
settlement, sir!
under siege. Let's build 2, 3
Settlement under
rams.
siege, sir! General!
We can move inland
Forward! Moves depleted,
and
sir!
take out the 2 remaining Spanish towns in this region. Perhaps 2 or perhaps 1, I guess. And there's this Carthaginian city here. Carthago Nova seems to have been quelled by my rule. Oscar. Construction projects underway. Arminium. Okay. Finally, we've got something to make here. Paravium. What else? Legion Barracks. Stone Wall. Let's see, shipwright, public baths. Let's go for public baths. Shipwrights, no. Shipwright only for now. What about this town here? Group more troops. We need more and more troops to make sure we don't have a rebellion at hand. Academy. Then we perhaps also add some mines into the equation. Crop rotation, sewers. Seems good enough.
Sir!
Preparing to strike back at the Britons at this
Imperator!
frontier. Let me leave behind a small garrison of barbarian mercenaries
Prepare for battle!
and take care of this unit first. I don't want to be sandwiched between the 2 armies. Take them out one by one.
Units! On my order!
Fairly decent force, arrayed, I would say perfectly. Let's go and harass them a bit. They're rushing towards us. They're rushing towards us. Perhaps they may want to... Okay, no, they stopped. We're just deploying here. Let's attack the center with our missile cavalry. Screeching women, we can take them out. Perfect. Our cavalry has engaged them, and their poor mobility is getting in their way of avenging the deaths of these screeching women. No, don't walk into this wall of spears. Retreat. Now I've pretty much surrounded them with my cavalry. Now is the time for us to strike hard. We can take care of these screeching women now. They've been separated from this wall of spears. So right now my concern is just to make sure I don't walk into these spears. And let my infantry engage these spear units first. Don't walk into this wall of spears.
The enemy general is running away.
Oh, perfect.
This is no way for a leader.
It's a rout. It's
The
a
enemy
rout.
show their true virtue. They are not soldiers, only frightened rabbits running from our men.
And I guess we can bring in the general as well. Perfect, it's a rout. So just speed it up a bit. This unit as well. Just one unit remains. What? Why aren't you killing this unit? Perfect. Finally, yes.
This is
So we've crushed another Germanic force that could have posed any harm to us.
Orders
Let's regroup.
forward.
We can
Merging
attack the
armies.
settlement now.
Engage the enemy.
Assault. Automatically resolve. Taken losses. I don't really care about these losses at this point.
Rome has
We
conquered.
can occupy Vicus Gothi. Repair. Low tax rates. Start hiring some peasants. 3 should suffice. And now the Germanic capital, guarded by no more than 4 troops. Let me send this small cavalry detachment to scout the area.
Completed, sir.
Yes, indeed, guarded by no more than 4 troops. Why don't I send my cavalry officers to take care of this menace here? We don't have much money in our treasury right now, but we will have in the next turn. So, Porolism is finally a bit calm about having been conquered by the best of the best.
Imperator.
That is the House of Julii. What do we have in the Dacian capital?
Sir.
A sizable force in there, so we will not force our way through. Scythians and Thracians are at war. Scythians being allies to us. The Brutii are not taking it slow either now. They have
Can I be of
doubled
service?
down on their efforts to expand. But this island of Crete, no one has taken Crete, but I suspect that the Macedonians have it based on this color here. on the map. Let's see. Let's ask the Macedonians.
Can I be of service? I shall
Let's
speak with
go
them
for
once.
map information. What's map information? So yes, Crete belongs to the Macedonians. The Seleucids, the rest, we have not formed any alliances with them. I think I need to send a naval
Ready to
fleet.
sail! Fleet ready! Ready to
3 ships
sail!
should be enough.
Yes, Captain! Moves depleted, sir!
Another naval attack imminent on the on the Britons. We first need to secure our front against the Spanish and the Carthaginians. Not that I have a problem with them, because I think I've got them under control pretty much as is. Need some peasants first. Numantia under
Engage the enemy!
attack.
Settlement under siege,
B
sir!
for 1 turn. The last Germanic town is only a march away for our small contingent. We'll see what we can do in the next turn. What do the Germans say? Nothing. Scythian, Spanish. No, I don't think this guy is perfect.
Imperator, engage the enemy!
Let's
Besieging
maintain
settlement,
siege
sir.
of
Settlement
the
under
city,
siege, sir.
whereas I will be sending
Imperator, General,
a string of
General.
reinforcements
sir, sir!
down south to join you.
Moves depleted, sir! Sir! Imperator, sir! Orders,
Let's go for this.
sir! Orders, orders!
Let's take out their capital. And I don't think their capital has enough resources to hold out, or at least do any major damage to us.
Your Honor, I shall speak with them at once.
Bribe them. 9,000 Soldari, okay. It's fine. I mean, it's a big price to pay, but I don't want a war at my hands right now. Okay, so the public morale is up 115%. And we are recruiting troops as and when needed.
Orders, Imperator,
But I don't really
General,
see much
General.
use for these
Orders.
troops unless the Brutii are at war with us. And I guess the mercenaries do cost more generally to upkeep as compared to... Of course they do.
Orders, sir!
Let's disband these mercenaries. Let's see. Okay. The public's opinion of us is not highly positive, it's not highly negative either.
Engage the enemy!
Last
Besieging
Aegean
settlement,
town,
sir.
Vicus
Settlement
Venedi,
sir.
under siege.
Imperator,
In 4 turns, the city is going to surrender. They can wait 4 turns. And can we attack?
orders, prepare for
Of course we
battle.
can. Let's do it. Game over for the Gauls.
Victory!
Occupy
Rome
this
has
settlement.
conquered.
We can start repairing stuff. The next one we'll have some money to spend as well.
Imperator,
Let me
Onward.
send
Move
some
depleted,
troops up north to take a town, Spanish town. I know there's one here. And can we retrain our troops? We can. We will start doing that the next turn. Peasants. Let's see if I draw out all my garrison outside of Carthago Nova. What will it do? Public morale has dipped. Let me see if anything changes. Growth build policy, nothing
Sir.
changes. What if we send these Hastati back inside?
splitting the troops,
It has had somewhat of an effect.
leaving the army.
Okay, Fine.
General,
Now we can move forward.
prepare for battle. Victory! Prepare for battle. Victory!
Now this
No more
last
moves,
Carthaginian
sir.
city in Spain is going to fall to us swiftly. The Carthaginians have a city down here as well, so the Scipii are going to finish them off altogether. They've swept over Carthage and the rest of their cities in North Africa. I think we can send
Aye,
this
Captain.
fleet around now. Yes, we can. We should.
Aye, aye, Captain. No more moves,
No need
sir.
to hire more naval troops here. What else? Oscar. Since we're not using these troops, but let's see. Maybe we can hire some of these troops elsewhere, and then we may need them. After all,
General,
enter. My only concern is the advance of the Britons against us at Samara River. They will take over the city, but
merging
we are
armies.
preparing slowly and steadily to take it back when they do. Egyptians want trade rights, sure. Why don't we trade map information as well? Map information, okay. One must swallow one's pride. And what about an alliance? Okay, not in the Pharaoh's interest at the time. Not a problem, just retreat.
Lift the siege.
I don't have to face them when I'm not confident of a victory. The Chians have drawn me out into an open battle. This is literally suicide for them. But even if I am not able to destroy their force in the field, I will be able to
Our enemy.
weaken them enough,
The enemy have brought up reinforcements in a pathetic attempt to
To-
save themselves.
threaten them later on. Just charge at them on the general back. You don't charge, you don't get to charge like the rest of the boys. You don't get to play like them. Because you are a very, very inspiring presence for this army. I don't want that to change. Imagine
The
being
gods!
outnumbered like this and
Gods
losing
be
your life
praised!
to
The enemy general is
a
dead.
foe like this.
His
force
men
like this.
know their doom approaches.
Perfect. So the reinforcements are coming from there, right? Let's form a line like this. Not too thin. Speed it up. I want them to come to me, and then we will see what we can do to punch through the enemy's lines. We've taken the attacking force with relative ease, and now is the city's garrison that we must contend with. This is my cavalry contingent for this province, for Dacia. I'm not sure if it's called Dacia or Dacia, but I've heard Dacia, so that's what I'll say. Let them come, and then we will close in the gap. What do they bring to the table? Just some warband and cavalry. Light infantry, cavalry. Okay, you can attack this, you can attack this. You will then individually deal with these warbands. And you two going to attack. Normalize the speed here. If we punch through their lines, we will be able to. Yes, we have done that. Now we can encircle them. Encircle them. Now. Perfect. They're doing pretty much the same to us as well. Enemy's general is gone. Encircled now. exception of one, you go and encircle them here. You go and kill this unit here. Let's go and attack.
The enemy king runs from the
Perfect.
battle. Will his men
Enemy's king is
follow?
running.
The enemies show their true
and
virtue.
we
They
ought
are
to
not
capture
soldiers,
and kill
only
him.
frightened rabbits running from our men.
Catch up to him. Or capture. I don't think we can capture enemy kings in this game. Still. Enemies generals killed. We won. Decisively. This victory was beyond impressive.
Victory!
Now, of course, that I'm saying on the paper, we did have the edge in terms of power and everything.
Our fleet is under attack! Withdraw! Withdraw!
Oh
No more
God, no!
moves, sir! Our fleet is under attack! Victory!
We need a bigger fleet.
Ready to ambush!
Astrucia need to blockade this port. I don't think we can.
Imperator! Prepare for battle!
Let's
Prepare for battle!
take out this force here. Okay, so this city, Cordoba, was taken by the Spaniards. That makes our life all the more easier.
Imperator! Move out!
Let's see if we can
Imperator!
get more of these troops inside.
Move out! Sir! Imperator! Sir! March!
Excellent. Now
Orders!
let's bring these forces to reinforce our conquering army.
Move out! Moves depleted! Sir!
Numantia has been recently taken over by our brave legions. Let me construct stuff here, low tax rates.
General! Move out!
Move
No
forward.
more moves, sir!
There is another Spanish town in the area that we need to take up north, down here, and Cordoba, of course, within our sights. Can we train archers here? We cannot train archers here, no. We cannot do that.
Orders!
Let's put the city under siege again.
Besieging settlement, sir! Settlement under siege, sir!
Now we've got a major force laying siege
General,
to the city.
General! Move out! General!
And we are bringing our general
Move out.
along as
No
well.
more moves, sir!
Vicus Gothi seems to be fine. Okay, there's one more Germanic town up north. I can see it, the color on the map is very clear. I can see it there. What the hell? The city rebelled and now I killed the Dacians for absolutely no reason.
Sir!
Based on what just happened.
Imperator!
I need to
Imperator.
regroup my
Orders.
troops.
General! Imperator!
They fought
Imperator.
well and hard,
Orders!
and we will overcome these very easily.
Can I be of service? I shall
Take
speak
them
with
out
them
as
at
well.
once.
Bribe them. That's acceptable.
Noble master, without delay.
Our frontier seems secure.
I cap. Set sail! I cap. Set sail!
Sailing here.
Out of move, sir!
We need to send this
Fleet ready.
major navy to Carthago Nova. Let's train more navy here.
Fleet ready! Yes, Captain! Out of move, sir! Imperator!
The Spanish, I don't think they can mount much of it.
Orders!
Counterattack, based on what I'm seeing. If, of course, they have a bigger army waiting to ambush, that would be
General!
entirely a different
Forward!
matter.
Moves depleted, sir! General! Onward! Merging
Okay, so now
armies.
we have rendezvoused
Orders.
our force. In one turn, they're going to take over the city of Samaro Briva. I don't really think we can help them. I mean, it's very tragic, but we need this force to attack this force, right? And we've just got these reinforcements.
Forward!
But we will avenge them, that is for sure. Okay, the rebellion in Vicus Venedi is beyond disgust. They rebelled. It means that my efforts against the Dacians on the field were pretty much negated, in that I wanted a quick victory. Now I won't get one. Enter. The Britons have taken over the city, but Samara Briva is going to be their own undoing. I am going to avenge this defeat in the most fiercest fashion. Nothing from the rebels. Let's construct as much as we can. Can we construct anything here? Nothing. Nequincum, nothing. Uvacum, oh, finally, yes. Lovases, Domain, or Dam, whatever it's called. I'm sorry if I may mispronounce a couple of words here. Please don't mind that. Trier, anything in Trier? Nothing in Trier.
General! Fire! Attack!
Now we've
Besieging
laid
settlement,
this
sir.
city under siege
Settlement under siege,
with
sir.
a much
Orders.
bigger force.
Sir.
We're also bringing in fresh troops from our own town. Let's construct highways for better mobility, legion barracks, cavalry stables, public baths. Sorry, no, bathe is a verb. Sorry about that.
Attack!
If you're referring to the place, would be bath, or the phenomenon, the action, that would be bath. But if you're referring to doing it, that would be bathing, right?
Units! Await my orders!
Okay, so there's one general bodyguard. We can send only our cavalry detachment to take care of him. That's the only realistic thing to do. We don't have to send our infantry all the way over. The Spaniards have just lost one family member. Let's just cross the bridge first and then we charge. Just in case I want the center to proceed forward. And charge! I don't want to charge head on with my general because I fear that I may lose him. This general's bodyguard unit is fierce. Let me save my own. Finally killed.
The enemy show their true virtue. They are not soldiers, only
Okay, they
frightened
caused
rabbits
us
running from our
serious
men.
casualties. They caused our cavalry serious casualties, but this was the enemy king, and we've killed him. Perfect.
Victory! Sir! Forward!
Marching
no
up
more
north
moves, sir.
to take this Spanish
Sir.
down.
Orders! Forward!
Reinforced
Orders!
by
Engage the
capital.
enemy! Orders!
Sorry, not by capital, the regional powerhouse, Carthago Nova. That will be it, I guess. Have we retrained units here? Yes, we have. We can retrain even more units and then send them to the fight. These troops are perfect. highly experienced, highly trained, highly motivated. I will not disband these units. I will send them to Rome. I mean, here, near Rome. Padovine. Let's put the taxes at medium. That's fine.
Sir!
Velites.
Forward!
I guess that's the only thing we can do here. Enter. Vicus
Joining forces.
Marcomanni is now under siege. This is the last Germanic town in sight. There is one more out of sight that we have to take to destroy this faction altogether. But so far, this is the only one. Okay. The Britons have come forward. Fight. To fight this out on the field, and I will do exactly that. Fight this out on the field.
Units! On my order!
The enemy have brought up reinforcements in a pathetic
Swordsman.
attempt to save themselves.
Let's go and kill this unit first.
Attack time!
I want my troops positioned like this.
Units!
Relatives forward. General's bodyguard forward. This cavalry contingent can be stationed here like this. As we are going to utterly crush this unit here.
Great gods be praised! The enemy general is killed! Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts!
Another major loss for the Britons. Position my cavalry here. General is going to man the center. Speed it up. I will wait for them to come forward. And then they will face the full extent of my wrath. Let me just position it like this. I think we can punch through the line here. Here we go, we'll take care of them as well. Perfect. So we have now disrupted their lines. Go and take care of them as well. Here. Charge again. Perfect. So this is a complete rout for the enemy. Killing them, butchering them.
The enemy
No
army is in
respite.
flight! Pursue them and drive them from the battlefield!
I don't care about the losses. I can obviously recruit for these losses. I sent my garrison to take out Spain with lightning speed, so that was the reason why they were able to retake the Samar River. Otherwise, they would not have been able to do so. Regardless, we have crushed them,
Victory! Victory!
and we have taken the settlement. Let's just
Rome!
occupy it. What did the Spanish want? Nothing, I would say. 2 Spanish armies, smaller than mine, but still, they're now at the helm of the defense for
Men!
Cordoba.
On my order!
If they charge downhill, that would be a problem for me. Let me position my troops here on the hill instead.
Units! March! Units! March!
Let me position the Velites like this.
Units!
And my Hastade like this.
Units!
Oh no, I'm
Move out!
perfect.
Move out!
I want the cavalry in the center.
Units!
The
Let them
enemy
come
have
with
brought up
whatever they have.
reinforcements in a pathetic attempt to save themselves.
It's funny how the narrator uses different types of phrases for when we have reinforcements versus when the enemy gets reinforced. All infantry, we can go and harass them with our velites. The enemy is getting their reinforcements probably for somewhere there between that hill. I will speed it up 3 times. Can we throw a couple of pile at them before retreating? It's okay, retreat back the lines. I will take my infantry here and proceed attacking with this. Okay, these 2 units are on the run. I want the velites here. Like this once again.
The
Perfect.
gods be praised!
Now
The enemy's
I can
hearts are
retreat
full of fear,
my
now they
hastati
flee.
back like this. My equites are going to finish off these troops here. And let's wait for the other army to arrive. They should
The
have
enemy
regrouped
general
with
is
their
slain,
army
and now
first
his men fear us.
and then
it is time to
proceeded
press
to
the
attack
attack.
us. I want my cavalry, equity cavalry here. And we can wait for the rest of the Spanish army to show up. Perfect. Round shield cavalry skirmishers, a couple of Iberian infantry. We still outnumber them like 2 to 1 at least. Let me just normalize the game speed here and send the velites forward as well. I want the hastati to throw their peeler but not really charge at them right now. It's okay if the cavalry comes here. See what these peeler are capable of doing. Their general has been caught. Let's go and take care of him. We want this unit to engage the enemy as well. Let's maintain this center cohesion here.
The gods be praised! The enemy general is dead! His men know their doom approaches!
Let's charge here. Perfect! The units are now routing as is. Excellent, excellent. We are all but butchering them. I want my equites forward. Take out as many of them as we can before they've got a chance to retreat.
The enemy
caught them
show their
now
true virtue.
and
They are
cutting
not
them down
soldiers,
to a man.
only frightened rabbits running from our men.
There's absolutely nothing more productive on the field of battle than to kill the remaining soldiers or to capture them once you have defeated an army.
Rome dem-
That is if you're trying to conquer them.
Victory!
The Spanish were unable to halt my advance here.
Imperator, Engage
And now
the enemy.
I'm going to
Besieging
lay
settlement,
siege
sir.
to Cordoba.
Settlement under siege, sir. General, attack.
3
Settlement
ram should
under
do it.
siege, sir.
I've got mercenary reinforcements as well. Retraining troops in Numantia. And of course, training some peasants.
Imperator, move out. Attack.
The last Spanish town. And our faction leader, Flavius Julius, is still alive, 73 years and strong. That is very impressive. I mean, the fact that he's seen all of this is just great. Beyond impressive. There's little that the city can do. Let's wait 2 turns. Let's not be hasty and face another setback. Howdy team, can we construct a... Yes, shipwright. I want shipwrights wherever I can get them, because my naval force will be absolutely necessary. An absolute baseline, staple for what is about to come. I want to stop the Scipii from harassing me when the civil war starts. To stop harassing me, and for that I need a strong navy to keep them at bay in North Africa while I sweep over their territories nearby. We have set major construction projects forward, but that will take some time. Financially, we're doing very well. We haven't really had a recession of sorts in this gameplay, and that is partly because we are playing to dominate. We are attacking our enemy as much as we can, so that our conquests are being paid by previous conquests, and then they in turn fund new conquests. We disband these mercenaries. We cannot really retrain them or anything. Excellent. Prolosium will be the perfect front line town for my struggles against Brutii. 2 more turns, right? Enter. The Britons want a ceasefire. I will not give it to them. Not this time. Now it's war. The rebels have sallied forth, tried to gain something from whatever remains of their position in the town. I, on the other hand, am going to all but crush them as soon as they walk out. Let them just come out just a bit. I want them to organize, and now I attack with perhaps what is the best, biggest cavalry division in this region. And we will march into the city. Go and take out a general's bodyguard.
Great gods be praised! The enemy.
End battle.
Oh!
And we have taken the last town of the Dacians.
Victory! Rome has conquered!
Slave population. Vicus Venediae. Not really taking things lightly. Maybe a couple of more sackings before we can expect some cooperation from this settlement. Perhaps just some time is needed. 1 more turn, they're going to surrender. And we're bringing in a fresh contingent of troops from that.
Ambush in place!
Let's just recruit more peasants. docks here? No, we can't have them here. Oh, we can have a ship right here, right? Perfect. Port. Finally. Now we will be able to land a
Sir,
cross-channel attack
engage the
against
enemy. Besieging settlement, sir.
Britons.
Settlement under siege, sir.
Bring out this force here.
General. Imperator. General.
Let me see what
General.
the town wants from me.
General.
Science. Mercenary warband here. Let's go for a growth build policy.
Sir. Orders.
Let's get a general in there
March.
and see what we can get out.
Onward. General. General.
It's perfectly fine. Moving forward.
Move out.
Another Spanish town is in sight,
Sir.
and
Engage the
we
enemy. Settlement
will make
under
sure
siege,
that
sir.
we get this one as well. So Cordoba is fairly well defended, and we've got 2 of the last 3 Spanish cities under siege. Spain is also going
Aye, Captain.
to lose
Aye, Captain.
here.
Out of move, sir!
I don't think we'll have to send this navy down all the way up there anymore. We're building a port here. Financial situation, we'll have 26,000 the next turn. That is perfect for our needs. Vicus Marcomanni is also going to surrender in the next turn. And then there is this Domus Dulcis Domus. The Carthaginians were initially a very strong rival faction to the Romans. In fact, their cities were compared with that of the Roman Empire itself. Of course, it wasn't an empire back then, but with Rome itself. But eventually, the Romans were successful. You don't hear much about the Carthaginians, about their Roman era, about how good their cities were, especially how good Carthage, the city after which the Carthaginians are so called, how good that city was. You don't get to hear that, of course, because they were conquered by the Romans. When you send this force here, they're bringing spearmen from forward. They have a sizable cavalry force, I guess, 2 units. I call this sizable because this is enough to punch your way through a single unit of infantry, unless it's this one. But we have the remedy for these spearmen as well. Slow marching spearmen are perfect target for these relatives. See the utter devastation that they can do. Just wheel around and begin harassing these troops here. We're trying to sneak a cavalry attack from there. This is arranged accordingly. Imagine marching, having to know that you're going to march like this the next turn. Face this barrage of pile and javelins. It must have been extremely horrible for them, what we are enjoying as a game right now. Oh no. Because of poor maneuverability, just normalize the speed here so I can assume some control. You will have to hold this general by yourself. go and take care of this general now.
Gods be praised!
Perfect.
The enemy king now shows his true color. The enemy king has been killed! This will surely make his followers waver.
We can begin harassing the troops inside. Display some cavalry to kill these units here. Begin harassing these troops in there. Study, form a line like this. Excellent. The towers are firing out of the place. Let me just bring in all my cavalry here. I don't have to waste my cavalry troops like this. Speed it up, butcher them. Send this one forward. Okay, so our cavalry archers trying to retreat, and my other infantry troops want to go inside. You can see how easy it is for cavalry to move past infantry. Want to assemble quickly. Let's make it quick. And now charge. Perfect. We will butcher every last one of them and take this city. It all began with one unprovoked attack from Germania, and now they are a faction.
Rome
So
demands
we
victory from her
did
generals.
lose like a serious amount of troops, but it's okay. We've won. That's all that matters.
Rome has
Occupy the
conquered.
settlement as well. What do the Spaniards want? You've got to be kidding, right? They assume that they are in a position to demand
Orders,
stuff. They're not.
sir.
I will decide
Move out.
what
Move,
happens
stick
to the
with it,
Spaniards,
sir.
and
Sir,
I have decided
engage the enemy.
they are going to go extinct.
Prepare for battle. Settlement
Let's
under
maintain
siege,
siege
sir.
for a couple more turns. We will take all three of their cities simultaneously. We can send some cavalry troops to aid our forces
Fleet
outside
ready.
Cartago-Novo.
Out of move, sir!
Do they have any troops in them? No. No troops. A port is under construction. Let me build better roads. Wooden wall, militia barracks, and market, blacksmith. Everything that we need in a frontline town. And we're recruiting Hastati and Velites. And some more Hastati. This is going to be our invasion force for Britannia. Recruiting some peasants.
Orders.
bringing in our reinforcements. Perhaps we keep these reinforcements in Vicus Gothe because we have to move up north to take the new capital of Germania and end them altogether. Barracks is our next priority, I guess. Academy, crop rotation, forum, armor, legion barracks, cavalry stables. Let's make these two frontline towns for our civil war and impending civil war with the Brutii. How many regions do I command right now? 31. 31. As soon as we lay siege to this town and we can decide the fate of the Spanish, we will then end the episode. I think it's dragged on for too long already. Calabas is now under siege.
Settlement under siege, sir.
Okay. We may have to fight some of these battles
Settlement under siege, sir.
on the map, especially this one,
Imperator.
because I really can't say if
Orders.
the enemy would
Depleted, sir.
relent so easily.
General. Imperator. Imperator. March.
Sending 3 more troops from Numantia. We do need peasants here. Public order.
Ready to sail. Yes, Captain. Aye, Captain. Sir, I cannot. Prepare to engage. Victory!
Spaniard navy has been defeated
Aye,
here.
aye, Captain. Aye, aye, Captain. Yes, Captain.
Nowhere to be seen
more
anywhere
moves,
else.
sir.
Perfect. We now start recruiting a navy.
Sir. March.
Sending more troops up north to Samara River. Londinium, the capital of the Britons, is fairly undefended. I see 3 towns up north, perhaps another one in Ireland.
Sir. March.
Now we march. Leaving behind us 1 unit of peasants
March. Out of move, sir.
and perhaps some more. Yes, we are training more.
Orders. Sir. General. Sir. Sir. March. No more
We have to
moves,
take
sir.
this last Germanic city, the capital. And what else? Highways for better transport facilities, I would say. Paved roads here. Medulanium is still way back from where we are. Yes, enter. We have the mightiest empire right now in this whole game. So there's that. Now we need to make sure that the rest of the factions don't beat us to a victory. They want us to blockade this port. We don't really have to. Okay,
Orders.
let's
Engage
destroy the
enemy.
Spaniards. We can take this city rather easily and enslave the population. Retrain our units, recruit peasants, repair what we have damaged, and let's go for a growth build policy.
Orders. Prepare for
Structure,
battle.
let's take this city as well. declare victory over the Spaniards.
This land is
Let's
Roman!
enslave the population. Repair what we have destroyed. Retrain our garrison as well. And construct more stuff. And finally, Cordoba.
Sir! Move out!
I want to see if I can hire more mercenaries. I really can't.
Orders! Forward! No more moves, sir!
Cordova is the one that remains. I don't want to be hasty here. I'll wait. I don't want to be hasty here. I don't want to have a major setback just because I was rushing towards another victory.
General! Onward! Sir!
Send more troops up north.
No more moves, sir! Imperator!
Let's go for a growth build policy.
General! Onward! Orders! Move out!
Okay, this army will now march to take
Attack!
the Germanic
Out of
capital.
move, sir!
It's going to take 3 more turns to do so. We are constructing stuff pretty much everywhere where we need to. Excellent, paved roads and I guess a market, crop rotation, sewers. No need for the rest, but I guess we may have to do something for this front. I think we can hire troops from McClinton. No, we can't. So we will have to garrison our frontier. We can reinforce this front from our holdings in northern Italy as well. I guess this is it for this episode. We control like 33 regions. The Spaniards are on the brink of defeat. The Dacians, we've done away with them. The Germanic troops don't really have anything except this northern territory that we are going to take. Preparing a naval assault against the Britons, which we will pursue in the next episode. So yeah, thank you so much for sticking around. If you have any comments or anything at all, please feel free to share. And if you like the video, please do hit the like and subscribe button. It helps immensely. This is Gaming Dragon 360. Until next time.